I had never heard of the word chintzy before, and I googled it, and actually, apparently, it means something different in Britain than it does in the States. But nevertheless, I got a bit of an education with Chintzy. This is the Merrie Melodies segment from the 24th episode of the first season of the Looney Tunes show. This one features Daffy Duck and Porky Pig, and I have to say, I rather liked it. Porky Pig gives Daffy a birthday present, and it's actually a photo of when they were childhood friends, and it's absolutely adorable. We get to see the picture close up. It's very, very cute. And then Daffy starts to sing this song about how the gift was chintzy, which basically means cheap and not really worth the effort. And he then starts to sing about all of these gifts that would be chintzy, which sounds ungrateful, but actually he mentions some pretty great things. There are certainly gifts that if you give them to somebody, that gift's just not going to get used. The recipient may pretend to like it, but they really don't want it. And I won't actually give any examples. I was going to mention some highlights, but I don't think there are any specifics. Just as a concept, I really enjoyed it. It's very creative. Daffy mentions a lot of really, well, not really great things, but really fun things, really accurate things. Gifts that I think pretty much all of us will have received at one point or another. And Daffy is not willing to fake gratitude. But he has a point. Why give somebody gifts they don't want? Here is an example of a series of gifts that people do not want. And at the end of each section, he names maybe, I don't know, 7 or 8 chintzy gifts. And then he names a not chintzy gift. And in true Daffy Duck style, these are extravagant. There was a car, there was a briefcase of money, other things as well. Things that would probably also be not great gifts, but at the other end, not because they're not expensive enough or because there's no thought put into them or because they're just pointless, but because I think most people would be really uncomfortable to receive such an expensive gift. But for Daffy, that is exactly what he wants. And I thought it was really creative, really fun, beautifully animated. The song itself was pretty catchy. It's not one I could sing along to. Sometimes there were small bits I could sing along to, but sometimes with Merrie Melodies, I can pick up the tune pretty quickly and sing along. But with this one, because it's quite fast-paced and there's quite a variety to it, I could only kind of keep up with little bits and pieces of it. But I think if I listened to it multiple times over, I'd get on with it much better. And I might listen to it again at some point. I might watch it again at some point. I rather enjoyed it. When I saw the title, I thought, what on earth is chintzy? And I watched it and learned pretty quickly. But then I Googled it afterwards, just to make sure it was a real word, and it is. But as I said, it does have a slightly different meaning in Britain, which was quite fascinating. Definitely Google it if you're interested, and definitely watch this Merrie Melodies. I thought Chintzy was very well animated, very amusing, definitely relatable, and really good fun.